Happy Friday and welcome back to the channel. You know what time it is. It's Friday. We made it, y'all. It's another week ahead of us, or behind us, and another one ahead of us. You know, it is a good day over here. 9B, we are still sweating it out. It's still the summertime. Still hanging on to a few trees. It is slim pickings for now. I did move a bunch and I'm waiting, just put in an order, so they should be coming in next week, God willing, but we'll have way more in here to where right now you see some gaps, but we'll be having way more to where I have to rearrange probably this whole section over here. So next week, tune back in to see what that new is. And I'm always getting more stuff. The figs will probably end up clearing out of here, putting them over there somewhere. I don't know. It's gonna be a tight squeeze, but we're growing, folks. But it's Friday. Hopefully y'all are right. Make sure you guys are all right. But down here, I'm sweating like crazy already. It's probably right around the noon time, and I am open till 5 today, so till 6. Sorry, today's Friday. Open till 6. So come on over, pay us a visit, say what's up, and see what we got. We always got stuff here, even though I am waiting. There's still got June plums, got some avocados, some mangoes. A lot of the multi-grafted mangoes as well. Those are working over there as well. Got some, let me not tell you, let me show you. Still got some truly tinies. One more deliciosa, Monstera deliciosa, dwarf Orinoco. The Groomy Chama in a 7-gallon. Gorgeous. That one I can do 75. Beautiful tree. One more Puerto Rican plantain, which I am getting some more. Should be getting 3 more next week. 7 gallons as well. So a little bit bigger. Still have the Mauve sugar apple. Should be getting some others as well. Should be finding out here. I don't want to spoil everything, but tune back in and I will show you some new stuff here. Bunch of anti-lilies. I had to lay these down with the storm. You haven't been paying attention. We had a pretty good storm here roll through. Luckily, it wasn't a direct hit. It kind of just swooped up into the Gulf. So we have a lot of this stuff was laid down. The larger stuff, that is. Got some shrooms. Oh yeah, mulch life, baby. These Barbados cherries were fine here, but I did go ahead and move the kumquats. All these larger trees, everything here was all laid down just because I didn't want any damage on the leaves. So that's the worst part, is that every leaf is another $1. So it's the last thing I wanted was to lose more. So went ahead and laid stuff down. Whatever couldn't take the punishment, but you do get some limbs that start bending towards, because you know they were laying down on their side. So a couple days later, they all get that little gangster lean. This banana right here was laying down, or this plantain, so therefore it has a little curve, but it'll be all right. Once you drop that in the ground, she'll straighten back out for you. Still got some sugar apples, and these are green as well, the regular green ones that I went ahead and tipped. We can get some more growth. Got a bunch of those in 1-gallon containers for 20. These Chinese string eggplants. I don't know if you can see the purple in there, but very, very vibrant. Got a couple of them already fruiting. Haven't tasted them, but pretty cool. First time growing those. We got pink lemonade blueberries. Got some spicy glow basil. The bees working them. I always come out and see if the bees are working, I'm working. Let me show you what they look like today. This moringa, the limb broke off it, or the limb broke off the tree. It landed on the moringa, and this thing broke down here, and it took off, y'all. It just split. Now since it's gone nuts, so I'll be trimming that here later. The bees are out, they're working. Let's see. And now they sit on the outside, guarding the entrance. You can see them in there. During the storm, they all kind of held up, so that was my time to go ahead and get some R&R. Start resting up a little bit over here. I got a bunch more of the mango seedlings coming up, but in here, working on a couple things, some more sugar apple seedlings. Haven't been planting too much in here just because it is summertime and it gets a little bit tougher. I think these are all Peluchas seedlings, low plots Peluchas. Actually, I think these are the normal ones. We do have a couple of Peluchas as well. More of these Sugar Rush peach peppers in there. Gas guavas seedlings there. A lot of these mulberries will be coming out. These ever-bearing mulberries, pretty tall. Those will be coming out. I was using them as rootstock, but went ahead and tweaked up the equation here. I'm going to go ahead and more than likely just graft onto dwarf Thai. I do have one guava here that's got some ant issues. This is the discount rack. Come on and grab it. It's a white guava. 25 bucks, you know, even 20 bucks. It just needs a little TLC, a little soap and water action, and she'll be a beautiful guava. Anyways, you got a couple of herbs here and there, tons of blue ginger still holding. I do have to up pot this into more than likely 1 gallons, but blueberries, roselle. We do have some strawberry trees are coming in. I will say that. But what else is cooking back here? Let me show you what we've been working on. Clearing up a lot of this up in here to go ahead and make some more room. The grafts are all pushing, so that's fine. Fairchild's getting some more flush action, which I'm really happy about. This one I will be grafting and making more of, because that one I think a lot more people need to have. Just look at the shiny leaves on there. No, I don't wax them. I don't spray it with nothing, but just so shiny. Really, really stellar tree. I'm stoked that I have it. Glenn over here is pushing new growth as well, and she's getting wide on me quick, so I will be trimming these and making more. All these new ones, all the new babies coming. Love seeing that wine color, that purple, because it's more than likely, like that one's really nice, more than likely Indo-Chinese flavor, which I really like. This one I found to be quite interesting because it has like a, I don't want to say variegated, but it's like nice white stripe in there, in between there, compared to all the rest. But we'll see, and that's a sweet tart. But we're working, got more coming. Where are we going to fit them all in the wintertime? That's a very good question. I don't know. We're going to cram them in there, and we'll figure it out once we get there. Went ahead and put out creme brulee out of the bunch over here just because we started getting full on the line, on the O-line. So we got to make some more room. I got to start, well, when the storm comes around, that's the first thing I start doing is running around checking all the trees to make sure that they're fine. Seeing if they need more space or what. I went ahead and, well, gave it the old moss border along in here, and doing mosquito dunks inside of these buckets. That way we can have a little bit of freedom to be able to walk around and not get shredded by these bloodsuckers. Oh, Harvest Moon. Thought about up potting it into a 25 just because she's girthy. She's going to be a big girl, and I don't know what to do with her. So instead of up potting her into a 25, where then I will have another predicament later on, I figured why not drop her in the ground. So I was contemplating it this morning, and I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. Found a good spot over in the corner, and may just risk it. What's the risk, you know? What's the reward without the risk as well? Look at all the Molokia spinach. Look at all these cool little hairs in there. I don't know if you can see it. Very, very cool. I haven't eaten this yet. This one I haven't eaten, but this one you have to cook. In here, been doing a couple of things. I've been kind of taking it easy as well. My days off, I'm realizing that, hey, hitting the gas and all gas and no brakes, yes, that's fun. Here's another little mosquito dunk set up in there. That way they can go in there and make their babies. Hopefully it kills them. Here's a Warts avocado that I was getting some grass from. Those are all pushing as well. And then I've been doing some R&R lately. Yes. So went ahead and set up a hammock. That way I can come over and take a little siesta after a lunch or my day off, whatever, come over and relax underneath the oak. So, and then I was like, man, I need a water feature. I need some running water, you know, like I was picturing like Costa Rica, you know, sitting in the rainforest. I'm thinking, I deserve that, to be able to relax and just listen to the babbling brooks. Like, oh, amazing, right? Well, I didn't come up with that, but what I came up with, you know, I'm a baller on a budget. I went ahead and got this off of Amazon, this Schlutz Deluxe. Yeah, this is a little one-man band type deal, this little Schlutz Deluxe. And then I was like, what do I do for water? Dun, 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 dun. Look no further, folks. All right, so right now, doesn't look like much. But when you pull it out into the sun and the sun hits it, let me show you. I'm gonna pull it out. Oh, over here, hang on. Look at this bird fountain on a budget over here, y'all. Look at that. Move it out in the sun, and now you are rocking. Can you hear that? Oh yeah. Just a trash can lid on a pot that I had. I was like, dude, I'll go ahead and grab this off of Amazon, the little solar fountain for I think like 15 bucks. I forget what it was. But we got water. It comes with like little nozzles that shoots up. So it's all right. It makes you want to pee. I guess if I put like 4 of them around here, maybe I'll hear it. But you put it up next to it, and if you're real quiet and the cicadas are quiet, you can hear a little water in there. I'm like, it's something stupid, but the little things, y'all. A little tranquility, little water action. Come over, relax, take a little siesta. Can't work too much, y'all, because you only got one body, and my back is hurting. Certain days you're like, dang it, it hurts. But you get up, you stretch, you get after it again. You only go around once, and dang it, these mangoes ain't waiting for nobody. That's the pina colada over here, putting on some new growth. And the lemon meringue that I grafted here, still holding on. Oh, you got some ant action in between there, but still holding true. Then Karen, the new Karen, and the old Karen. Old Karen took a dive still. Still waiting, still hopeful. You never know if she resprouts, but nope. Old Karen said, I'm out, skis. Orange sherbet that I grafted as well. It's my graft there, holding tight. And it's a totally different hue on the green, or on the leaves. Like, you can tell, even, well, I guess it could be more of the new growth, but orange sherbet has more of that light green, kind of more of like that, seeing like the Super Julie light. But anyways, Super Alfonso with the new flush. And all of these trees, all of these mangoes, I toss them all into the passion fruit trellis just because it'll break some of the wind. I mean, granted, in a, you know, stage, what is it? F1 or F2, however they do the whole hurricane deal. Oh damn, this one broke on me. Gotta come back in here. Yeah, if it was 1 or 2, it's not too big of a deal, but anything larger than that, you know, I would not even put them in here. But just for this, just because it was like 30, 40 mile an hour winds, which was expected over here, I put them in there, toss them in there, and they're fine. I didn't have any damage. No one lost anything. Lost some leaf action in there, but Sassy Loves are doing fine. New growth. And these, I'm excited. I should be getting more of those as well. This one is the coconut cream with some new flush. See, that one's light green as well. Getting some cloud cover, which is very nice because it's roasting out here, y'all. Getting some new growth on the guava. Well, not guava. We call it guava and guayaba, which is the difference. Guava in Spanish, but this is ice cream bean. But in Costa Rica, they call this guava, and then they call guava, what we know as guava, is guayaba, which confusing when you're talking to different Hispanics from different regions. But once you show them a picture, we all understand what it is that we're talking about. But what else? Oh man, looks like we're getting a little cloud cover, which hopefully it doesn't turn into rain so early. I'll take it a little bit later, but we'll wait a little bit. These older leaves start going. I just pull them off, chuck them down. I think this one's the Santalone. Oh, ugly Betty. And getting some of those. Patanga tuba, holding strong. I may move that one, put it somewhere else. And then that's the Santalone. This Shangri-La is kicking. Big leaves on there. It's getting a little bit of pest pressure, but it's a mulberry. It'll bounce back. I'm not scared. But really nice growth on there. This one I'm really excited about is the Sacha's now reached the top. She's ready to see what else she can grab onto, which I may need to go ahead and trim up just because you know what happens when they grab a hold of something. That's a wrap. And once she gets a hold of, she'll want to go ahead and grab a hold of this mulberry there, and then it'll be a wrap. Trying to control these ants off of this Rollinia. It's gotten much better since the last time I made a video. I am using some of these bait stations and they're working. So they are going in there and hopefully giving it to the queen. And then they're all taking a hike. Karen Michelle, return to sender. I like it because you can tell the leaves are way fatter on Karen. This one's a little thick. Yeah, it's Karen Michelle, return to sender. And then as opposed to this one, which is way thinner here. And this one's a juicy peach. And again, these are seedlings grafted onto themselves to see if we can speed up the time that it takes to actually get the fruit. We'll find out. Roselle's kicking everywhere. The leaves are getting huge. Can't wait to harvest those, but I'll come around and snack on the leaves here and there. Poncho, I'll be making some more of. Got a couple of scions that I can go ahead and pull. And now because I didn't have it, I wasn't able to taste the, off the rootstock there. Can't have that. Wasn't able to taste the avocado, so now I'll definitely go ahead and make some more because now I'm intrigued. Day avocado's pushing out. Some new growth as well. This one fell over with the storm because the bamboo broke. I left her out here. I should have moved her just because they're kind of flimsy, but they took it. It only makes them stronger, folks. Wax Shambu's pushing out some new growth. Hopefully I'll be able to taste this next year, even if it's a couple. Oh, big changes, big changes. Over here, I just left the Carolina Cross. There's one there, which isn't looking great, and that one went south. But everything else, got the old buzz cut. Trimmed it all, except for that little last one there. But all this in here, went ahead and cleaned it up. Hit it with the weed eater yesterday, and restart, refresh. We'll do something else. Always growing something else. Then back in here, a lot of this Mexican sunflower fell over. So what you do, I've been just chopping and dropping this stuff like crazy. Do that, trim it there. I don't want to bore y'all, but we're almost 20 minutes in. And yeah, we got passion fruit cooking up over here. Hopefully once it hits, see it's already hanging on. Once it gets to there, it's gone. That's exactly what we want. But this thing is healthy, it's looking good. It just has to hurry up and make it before the winter. Because the last year it did the same exact thing, and once it reached the top, that's the old vine from last year. Hit the top, it froze, and then got to restart it. But it's all right. Patience, folks. My jujube is kicking. Look at her. Yep, there's a flower. Right there, you see her? A little baby flower right there. Maybe, just maybe. Let me trim these up. That's the only problem with them. Well, not the only problem, but that's one of the issues with Mexican sunflowers, that in the wind, they just fall over. I mean, mission accomplished if you want a big windbreak, but the cleanup afterwards, it is crazy, man. And you got to be able to compost it all, lay it all down, and dry it out. Through here, Platano's still looking good. It's got a little bit of a lean to it, but holding true. We don't know. That's the other thing. We were kind of contemplating to find out if this is actually a true plantain. We have to wait until that fruit gets a little bit, and back in here, we just kind of let it run more primitively. But yams, we got to find out to see what this fruit's going to look like once it's actually mature. So I'm not too convinced just yet. And then this Carrie's holding. She's holding a couple stacks. There's one clump here, and then that clump down there. Nothing too crazy. I guess in the fall here, she'll be kicking out. Sweet potatoes are taking over. They are monsters, y'all. I got to find something else to put in this bed. Maybe some more kale like normal. Look at this. Just engulfs everything. So I just got to keep it off of this plantain. This one is true. I planted this one from the actual nursery. So I know that this one is plantain. Went ahead and harvested both of those pineapples and should be eating one a little bit later. Bacon avocados putting out a little bit of new growth. See what happens. And it's growing in the shade. Why not? So it's Friday, y'all. We're just wanting to go ahead and do a quick update. This right here is where we're thinking, instead of doing these in-ground beds, one, I can just grow in a line with everything else. I think I'm just going to go ahead and fill this in and then put the Harvest Moon right here, right next to the avocado. I think you got plenty of room, and Harvest Moon's going to be a decent sized tree. So if it takes up that whole area, so be it. Hopefully this winter doesn't get that bad. Here's the plantains. They're looking more like Boudreaux bananas. You know, short and stumpy, or dwarf Orinoco. Same thing, but I don't know. I don't want to out the person that we got them from because it could be true. I don't know yet. I got to wait until they grow and see what happens. And it doesn't matter. Listen, things happen. They're not always 100% accurate. Now, if it was an honest mistake, whatever. But when you pay for it into something else, it's like yikes bites. But anyways, here's the day avocado on the bark graft. It's pushing right now. There's some new growth right there. And even the top is still somewhat green. But very, very stoked on that one. And then this one, I see growth. Oh, let's see. Growth on the very, very tip there. But then it kind of browns out all through here. I'm hoping that it just will push a little bit. I took off the aluminum foil to see if we can't. I don't know which works for y'all. But anyways, we'll go ahead and keep monitoring that. See if it'll take. This one looks much, much better. You can tell the difference. Also because this one gets more shade. But the foil was on here. Don't know if it's more cultivar than the actual graft or the covering, but that one looks good. And we'll monitor them. We'll see. But should be a good day, folks. A hot one nonetheless, but we're back here working. I ain't sleeping on the job just yet. Not on my days where I'm open. Pomelo, I'm debating. Every day I'm over here thinking, is this today gonna be your last day? But we'll see. Rollinias, still got a bunch of Rollinias working. If you're interested in one, come by, fall in love, and then we'll talk about it. But I don't know, maybe 125, 150, depending on the size of them. They're all different sizes. But anyways, yeah, I'll be over here relaxing by the water. It's waterfront property now. Having fun. I'll put some rocks in there or something probably so that way it doesn't dance around. But yeah, we're doing some big things, y'all. We're not in Costa Rica, no. But if you close your eyes, just maybe, folks. But live a little, have fun. It's Friday. Plant a seed. Graft a tree if you never had one. If you never tried grafting, maybe it's your week. Get the proper supplies and practice. What's the worst that happens? You do it again. How many grafts I've done prior to actually nailing some? It took me a long time, but anyways, if you have any problems, give me a ring, send me an email. I may be able to help. Maybe not. But if you have the time, come on over. We can always go over it here, and I'm sure I can show you a lot more than over the phone or via email. But y'all have a great day. Till next time, get out there and do something. Have a great weekend. Let's grow together, y'all.